The waves.
Is it?
Damn.
Too loud?
Is it?
He too loud.
So the way we pulled back was hella funny. We both did it the same way though, bro.
This nigga crazy. Hold on. I'll turn y'all down.
Right,
You gotta watch her throw that head.
She said, I said, hold on.
Yes, sir, man. Well, welcome back to the damage control. Look, he looking at this camera. It's over there.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the damage control where the damage is
It's
control.
motherfucking control. Yes.
It's been technical testing going on before this podcast. We're starting pretty much at 11:11. Maybe that's good luck. Who knows? But yeah, man, back with episode 11. Wow. It's kind of crazy. 11:11, episode 11.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe something special.
Somebody in here for to get a big check.
Hey, I need all them numbers. 11.
Times 11.
Yo, episode 11,
Yes,
though,
sir.
man. We back. Feels good to be back. Last week we was off just because there was so much going on. Nick Moss' birthday passing by. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
Man, celebrated that giant. It was some other birthdays and events going on, dog. But how y'all feeling, man? Got the new setup. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling, though?
Feeling
The
good.
new setup. You
I
know,
love the
y'all
setup,
over there,
bro.
we over there.
This setup pretty dope. I like it a lot, man.
We'll see how it go.
Yeah.
I don't know how it look for real.
Wow, I feel you,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? But we gonna rock. But what's up with y'all, though, man? What's been popping in y'all world?
Well, nah, but like you said, my birthday passed, bro. Was in Colorado. Had a great time. Was getting doped up, high as a motherfucker. Just,
This
you know.
nigga sound crazy.
Hey, man, look, man. I was enjoying myself. Popping to that
They gonna
Latino,
ban this
Latino
episode
music.
3 minutes into it.
Hey, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, no.
shit. There's another wave that spikes.
No. You go ahead, bro. You got it.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying. Back outside, you heard me, goddamn me, shit.
Yes, sir. Turning up Saturday. You know what time it is.
Yeah.
Man, excited new music dropping tonight. Make sure you get that pull up on me.
Yes.
We got another joint dropping. Man, it feel good to be back dropping music. Man, it was so hard to even really enjoy even releasing music because you do so much stuff leading up to it.
Yeah.
Especially now, mixing, promoting. You know what I'm saying? I always did my own graphics, so that's always been a part of it. But you load that on top of everything else.
It's a lot of work.
And then also now I'm thinking about like producing for myself. Just imagining what that workload would look like. It's gonna be all fun, but it'll be fun in isolated situations.
I feel that.
When you looking at everything you doing,
Yeah.
it just be like, man, this mug is a headache, dog. But you love it though. I wouldn't do it if
Because
I
you got
love
full
that shit.
control of everything.
You do.
Yeah.
Full control is a blessing, but it's tasking.
I feel you.
Like niggas, I don't know. Most niggas don't. Most niggas is cool with just walking into the studio, beat there, engineer there, and they good. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. I never really necessarily wanted to be in a place where I was doing everything, but I think the more I dove into music, it just spiraled into everything else.
On me.
To like the graphics, you know what I'm saying? Like vision behind the video, you know, everything. Like, because you can be creative in all those places.
Yeah.
Like, it's just different hats you got to keep wearing.
And even when somebody else, say when you don't, you know, produce a beat or something like that, you'll still know what you would like to hear, so you'll be able to collab a lot more effectively in anything that you do when it comes to mixing, mastering,
Right.
producing, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope,
Yeah,
bro.
that's a big part though too. Just learning that. What they would say is just learning that language, because a lot of times I know I'll be in the studio and I know what I want to say to the engineer, but you don't know how to communicate it.
Yeah.
You don't know how to tell them like this should go up here or this should go down there, or you won't. Like a lot of times I was wanting to try to create a somewhat like OVO sound, but really didn't know like that's based on certain chords, based on certain instruments, based on certain plugins. You know what I'm saying? So when you got that insight, it's dope, but like you like got even more to think about, because you ain't just thinking about only making music. You're thinking about everything.
Yep.
Even when I'm listening to music now, I be listening to literally sometimes just this,
You're right.
just the beat, just how like the freaking bass line going.
Yeah.
Versus then I don't even make it to the lyrics maybe until like the 5th time I listen to that joint. Like,
That's real.
that was like when I heard Cole record. First thing I was thinking about when he put up that producer list was I was excited because
You was listening to the actual
I was listening to the production.
of it.
Yeah, and I was thinking like he finna go crazy because he had like Boy Wonder, Team, all these other cats when I was like just tired of him producing so much of his own music.
Right.
Because it's all pretty much one way.
Yeah.
For the most part. But he kind of still went that same way, even with all them other producers.
Yeah. Did you watch his interviews and understand like why he was doing what he was doing?
What, incorporating all the other producers?
Yeah.
I ain't see that documentary yet. No.
Yeah, it's not the documentary. This when he got interviewed by KD and the other guy.
On the podcast.
Yeah. So he was explaining his techniques and how he approached different albums. So what he was saying was he approached like what's it called, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. He was saying more of the aspect of storytelling. That's what he was able to. That's what he perfected. So before that, you remember he used to be Barzy on like How High and shit like that. What was it? Too Deep for an intro. What's it called?
Simba series.
Yeah, all that.
Simba
Friday
series.
Night Lights,
Yeah.
like how he used to be bars.
Yeah.
He said he got tired of that. So when Forest Hill Drive and the next 3 albums
Like
came,
Forest Hill Drive.
all he was doing was then at that moment telling stories. So at that moment he was just like, you know what? Before I get out of here, I want to go back to showing niggas that like I will bar your ass up and you can't fuck with me. Mm-hmm. So that's why he came up with, you know what I'm saying, the fall off and you know what I'm saying.
Let's start there, man. What's y'all takeaways with the off season? How y'all feel about that?
I think that
y'all still rocking with that joint right now, or they ain't make it past Thursday?
He just dissed J. Cole like this.
Nah. I'm just saying, what y'all rocking with?
Nah.
Y'all rocking with it?
I like it a lot, and he's expected to have some big numbers. Projected to have some big numbers. So salute to J. Cole.
That's always though.
He got a
I don't know if
huge
they big
fan
numbers,
base.
though.
I think he's at 300, almost 400.
Right, but if you look at his path, he's falling.
No, every
Or
single
is
one
it
has
the
been
way
in
that
300.
music is
He's been
sold?
averaging around 300.
Right,
every
but he
time.
did more than that his last record, I believe. Like when he did KOD, it was like 400,000 in the first week.
Yeah.
It was like 290, maybe around 310 the projections. I don't know the final numbers yet.
But he did end up doing higher than what we expected.
On what, this one?
On KOD.
On KOD, yeah, he did. But he came out with the rollout for KOD was much more dramatic than this. This was like, hey, I rode around the city, heard it, I finna come.
But I think he approached it like a mixtape, bro. I don't think and I think it's actually gonna go bet more than what they're projecting due to the fact he's playing basketball now. The video just dropped. He got these interviews coming out, the freestyle that he just did.
He gotta stop that.
Man, did you see the everybody he did? I ain't gonna talk about it. You seen it?
That mug was terrible. But here's the thing, I don't even
His
care
form
about
look beautiful though.
his mechanics is jacked up. He don't even run like a athlete, bro. He run like he running from the cops or something. Like on the.
Yeah, he gotta stop, bro.
He got to get. That's because you
Seems
ain't.
like he living out a dream.
Oh yeah, I
He can do that.
Yeah.
100 mil.
Yeah, but I mean, at heart, this podcast started off as a music and sport podcast, so I'ma still critique them like he's an athlete. You in the league
He
now,
in the
my G.
pro, right?
Yeah, like so you ain't finna get it just because you J. Cole. I ain't finna, give you no grace because of that. But
You jumped in that motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga. Now you finna get criticizing both of us. We gonna judge nigga out, man.
Woo, he losing. But that album was fire, bro. I haven't been able to listen to it only because I'm focused on what we got going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just not trying to think about nothing else besides Saturday and putting out this thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But once all that is over with, bro, I'm diving back in that motherfucker because I love that shit. Like I love Cole. He cold.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was a solid effort. I seen some people kind of jumping out the window saying this mug is sounding real classic, like a classic. But I'm like, nah, bro, you gotta hold the brakes on that one, bro, because it's a solid effort. But I didn't leave away with this mug really running back to it. I was more excited probably that it came than when I heard it. It was just like, okay, this mug nice, but it didn't hold me over for more than probably a week. You know what I'm saying?
So you ain't going back for nothing right now?
I already have. I probably got 2 or 3 records I've maybe went and revisit, but I haven't added nothing to my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say I don't got playlists for him, but his production, bro, is like it only sits next well to pretty much his music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you start putting him, because you can
Put him with like Benny the Butcher, bro.
right, but Benny the Butcher only, but Benny the Butcher's his production is a little versatile though. If you really, like he ain't really, he can get on boom bap for sure, but he messes around with like some stuff that Fabulous can be on sometimes. Right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like straight black and white one way.
J. Cole has a huge fan base though that carries him a very, very long way. It kind of reminds me of Big Crit's fan base.
He looked the other way on him.
What?
Yeah, Crit has a nice fan base, but it ain't comparable to Cole's.
Cole's top 3 for a
It's
reason.
not even. I mean,
no, I'm not talking about his big, but I'm talking about his like loyalty, not as far as like big, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
his fans are interacting with him. They loyal to him for sure.
They definitely
Big Crit got fans like that though.
Yeah,
That's loyal.
Yeah.
He got a loyal.
Definitely.
You probably won't come across many.
I'm not a big fan.
I honestly, I probably haven't had many conversations over Big Crit outside of Cole.
Are you a Big Crit fan?
Bruh, let me tell you something.
He ready to jump in front of the camera. His legs about to be.
He's different though.
He moves before his brain.
I'm gonna do my homework.
Yeah.
He's solid, man.
Forever in the day. Come on, man.
I like Crit a lot.
Yeah, Crit's solid. I think he's better live than he is on wax.
Oh, he's amazing.
Like a lot of people, I appreciate way more live than I do just riding to their music because.
But you fuck with Crit live though.
Oh, live, he's a performer. Yeah, he's live. Like he's a real MC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't up there with tracks behind him and depending on just the production, like he's a performer. And his records bang, like his music slap. Mm-hmm. Like you talking about like bass, like a lot of his music is built off of just big boy bass, bro. Like that must be slapping. Like you gonna feel them shits coming through the subs, like so when you live, you know what I mean? You really get to experience that.
Okay.
Question. So you being a huge Big Crit,
Cole fan,
right? Do you think this album is classic?
I gotta sit on it for a little longer. But because it's a different approach than what he normally does. To me, the production is different. If you even think about Born Center, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just more. It's like anthems and shit like that. He ain't got like no. He didn't approach it like that. He approached it into mixtape Cole. You know what I mean? He just came barring niggas. He was his approach when it came to his topics. You know what I mean? He was just talking about like nigga, like
the substance on her.
I'm talking about it's different.
I think the substance is what's gonna really carry.
He's more braggadocious on this. He more like niggas, y'all ain't shit compared to me. I'm up here. I can quit.
But he got some vulnerable joints in there too, though.
Yeah, he do. But to me, majority of it, he was just saying. Even when the 95 South, 95 to 95
he came
South.
In. That's the
he was just like, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, man, I'm here. Like, I ain't never hear Cole talk like that. You know what I mean? In the wild.
Because a lot of his fans was like, don't talk to me for 10 days.
Straight up. And I get
Jermaine is about to drop.
But you know what? A lot of them people said that, but I haven't really heard them after 10 days or a week it's been out.
But you don't look for them. So, again,
algorithms. I know a lot
all
of people
I see is cold shit, bro. Like, on my phone, all I see is cold shit.
Yeah, see, I don't know. But I'm talking about the specific cold people I know. They haven't really returned to me and said anything like, this mug is...
It's crazy.
Well, they just kind of... 10 days not up. Give them a few more days.
Yeah, but we started to talk about that album now, my G. The next week, niggas gonna be dropping. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't been able to listen to it like that. But I still, when I first listened to it, I thought it was crazy. I thought it was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it. But I don't think it's the best, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was excited for it, man. But I'm happy for Cole, man. Cole is just a lot of people were saying, like, a lot of people don't like to be too critical of Cole, and I was just saying because he's a very really likable guy. Mm-hmm. He's not really a polarizing guy that makes you decide you gotta love him or hate him. Mm-hmm. He's just lived between kind of the Cole and the Drake and the Kendrick. Mm-hmm. Like that's where all the animosity lives between those two. Yeah. Cole is like, I'm doing me. I'm in there with them.
He said that too. Yeah.
I'm in there with them, but I'm not really. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a part of that.
Yeah.
So I seen when he was talking about like, do they make
competition?
Make him be more competitive. And he was like, he came in a game like that, but now it's more so just like I'm worried about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And just staying on that narrow, which is cool. Like I honestly think all of them are like that. Maybe not Drake.
I don't think Drake.
I think Drake is obsessed with like success and just
and
competition and being top and staying there.
Yeah.
Even though he do got some just down to earth, like I'm good where I'm at, but
who?
Drake. Like I think he still got some down to earth. I'm good where I'm at.
As long as he stay where he at, he good.
Right. It's just when things go wrong, I need to see how he acts. You know what I'm saying?
It'll never go wrong though.
Do y'all think Kendrick could drop soon? Anytime soon?
I don't know, man. Kendrick probably won't drop it till next year. Honestly, it looked like they just put Isaiah Rashad just came out. SZA probably finna come. Yep. And that'll probably be enough for TDE. Reason had came earlier in the year or like back in the last year. And then Schoolboy Q wasn't that far away from either. He released something not too long ago too. So they don't. I don't see him coming this year though. I would like him to.
Yeah.
Drake coming this year and Kendrick. I don't know. The last year all three of them kind of came in the same year.
Never. It's always Kendrick and Drake always go opposite years. Like they Cole go Kendrick go and then Drake will go. Yeah. Cole sometimes may go on the same year as everybody. Yeah, he don't be tripping.
He don't really care. He know his fan base is.
It's crazy.
I think he's pretty secure on that.
Yeah. Hey, but what about y'all think about this nigga A$AP Rocky, bro?
What about him?
And what he said in his GQ magazine.
About Rihanna?
About Rihanna.
That's the love of his life. I mean, but honestly, Rihanna's the love of a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not fall in love with her? She's Rihanna. But
different.
I did like to see him kind of finally come out and really say it.
Yeah, but I read the article, GQ article, and he was talking about more of the aspect of how she inspired his new album that's coming out called All Smiles, and then also how he was talking about how he was. You don't think so, bro? Yo, niggas be hating on A$AP, bro. I'm an A$AP fan, bro.
A$AP had that long live forever. A$AP, whatever that first album was, nigga ain't do nothing since.
Would you
he had a couple
the second one was bigger than that one.
What number wise it wasn't?
Yes, it was with LSD, with Juke Smoke, whatever it's called. And got
before you go crazy over A$AP, what's the last record he really laid an impression?
I didn't fuck with that last one, bro.
I'm just saying like anything. I ain't talking about the whole album. See anything.
Yeah, like it was JD. It was Jukebox Joint. It was LSD.
Right. What I'm saying is you naming all records off of one album.
Yeah, okay.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying
that next album he just did was whack. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like, Testing was ass. I ain't like it. Yeah, but I think he's still what's the word?
He's still influential.
No, he definitely is influential.
I give him that.
Yeah,
to my influence, he got that. It's outside of his.
But
music.
he experiments a lot, bro. That's why I respect him. He tries different shit.
Music.
He ain't sitting here just doing. He ain't sticking to that old Jody freestyle vibe type nigga, you know what I mean? He switches it up, and I like that Flacco Jody. You see what that's my shit too. I wish he would stay in that lane a little bit.
He get on them telephone calls with like anytime like the mob come together, they go crazy.
Yeah.
But A$AP Ferg been the one that's been catching something lately for sure.
Ferg more consistent, and when it comes to the good music than A$AP,
especially when it comes to singles. You know how to. Anytime Ferg hook up with Nicki, it's pretty much out of here. Yeah, Nicki come up here want to say nothing.
Nah, but speaking of Nicki,
hey, what's up with that C and Green though?
That mug nice.
Some niggas say Verses of the Years are on there. Either Wayne or Drizzy.
I think Drizzy.
Yeah,
Drizzy. Drizzy top that nigga, Drizzy tore that shit up. I was like, okay, Wayne came with it. I heard Nicki Minaj. I was like, alright. But that nigga Drizzy came on the first two bars was crazy. I was like, no, and he didn't stop.
I think Wayne maybe had more bars, but it was like Drizzy just does it in such a clever, clean way.
Man,
because I'm just like, bruh, the way he set some of that stuff up, dog, was just like, bruh.
But it was good to hear them three together on the record again. Like they always gonna come with a hit. Yeah. But they hardly ever miss together.
I think that one supposed to debut like in the top 25, and for that type of record, that's amazing. I mean, that's a lyrical record. That mother don't supposed to be
straight lyrical record, bro.
Oh yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, nah, but it was exciting to see that, man.
That nigga Drizzy just got the mojo. You hear me, bro? That nigga got that smooth shit.
He said that record started off as his, and he sent it to Wayne for him, and it was just him and Wayne on it. I'm like, nigga, that's where it should have stopped at. But he said he sent it to Nicki because he wanted to create that moment where all three of them get back on the same record. 'Cause I don't know the last record, maybe Only.
Yeah.
With
No
Chris
Frauds?
Brown.
Or was that
No Frauds?
That?
That's No Frauds.
No Frauds. Yeah, I think it was No Frauds.
No Frauds was Drake killed
Fraud,
it.
he can, but I ain't like that. That's supposed to be a one up with Remy. She can't get the niggas on there with her. Yeah, that's why she ain't ready. That's why she got dubbed easily when that sheet that came out, but you can't try to diss somebody and go get some Drake and Wayne and try to help her.
What was Remy's second record? Another one or what? What was Remy had a second record because Nicki talked about it in No Frauds.
I ain't
because it was supposedly like Papoose wrote it or whatever.
All she needed was Sheetha.
Yeah. So
that was it. Right. Well, how's Pro Field Reserve been for you, lady? I see you rocking the cap.
Man, man. You like I said, May 22nd. You know about that when we went to go see them. You know what I mean? I'm
man.
rocking with Pro Field, man.
May 22nd, man. Yes, Pro Field all around.
I think that shit beautiful though, man.
Sorry.
What? Nike.
They gotta get plus size.
They go in there and they make it for you on the spot.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh.
They got clothes there already, but they pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They serving, bro. Like them, they different, bro. They different all the way around, bro. Like I mean, dog, you see
support.
Profil moving so quickly through the city, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a brand like it.
I ain't never
bro.
seen a brand like it, bro.
In St. Louis or just...
They better than
St.
DNA.
Louis, I can't really compare no other way.
They better than DNA, though.
Yeah, DNA ain't really.
Sorry.
I don't want to start getting on.
I know,
shout
I'm
out,
sorry,
yeah, I don't
I'm
want to
sorry.
see.
I fucked up.
It's a few other ones. We got Andy by Andy Burns.
Who's that?
His real name is Nate, but he got Andy Burns. Then we got
not
Elevate.
moving like
It's a
Profil,
couple
though.
other ones, doing that
Shout out
thing.
to Elevate, Jason,
Yeah.
KD.
Shout out
And it's
Happy
probably many
birthday,
more,
KD.
so excuse me if I didn't say it. Edavani.
Edavani.
Yeah,
for
Edavani.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of black businesses and clotheslines out there, but they definitely gotta but Profil definitely set the standard.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm not about just shouting out anybody for whatever.
I'm saying some other ones in St. Louis.
But we had a point to this shit, bro.
I was trying to just literally, because I mean, I got a relationship with them. Like, them niggas is on different levels when it just come to store presentation.
But
I said a whole bunch of shit on here. She talking about hella.
I'm talking to a spirit. What am I doing?
Story of the week, Joe Budden Podcast.
Oh.
Olivia Dope. What is she on dope? I don't know.
well, he apologized to her.
He's been apologizing to everybody. Rory Ma. I mean, I just think that's the best thing for him to do right now. So he's doing it.
So do you think he got PR?
Yes,
for
it's
sure.
always
Yeah.
public, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He definitely getting probably. He's very media trained and knowing how to talk.
So I want to be clear. So when we talking about the Olivia lady, is this did she say it was sexual assault or sexual harassment? What was the actual?
Well, when she described it, like when she put up the video, it seems like more so harassment. Like
Harassment.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't nothing actually physically he was doing outside of because I looked at the episode where I guess she felt attacked or harassed.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand how she don't know that is who Joe Budden is. Making certain type of slick comments and performing on camera like that. I think that's Joe probably off camera, honestly. But the fact that it's on a podcast and she was taking it just because he said something about her shirt, like he said something like, "Oh, your shirt don't look like you single," because it was kind of buttoned down low.
That's inappropriate, but yeah,
it's inappropriate. But it's like most jokes and comments are in the environment of a podcast. A lot of the time, you can say anything, but in a context, it kind of defines, if it's joking or not.
Right.
If it was maybe just one-on-one, heard nobody else around, and maybe he made that comment, I would probably take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
But that's how he talks to anybody on now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think this is a smear campaign for Joe right now?
not with Warrior Mall, but if it's with her, Olivia, I believe she's trying to create that for sure. Warrior Mall, they have serious business and concerns that they have differences over that I feel like they kind of almost had to do this. I wasn't cool with the whole public going at each other and handling that in front of everybody. I wouldn't do it personally, but I understand it because so much of the podcast was built off of just how transparent they was with their fans and letting them in on everything that they doing. Mm-hmm. So they feel like, we kind of owe it to the fans. But if it gets to a point where it's kind of gotten this messy and friendship is out the window, that's when I would have been like, this probably need to just chill and we could just handle this behind closed doors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
my biggest gripe was that terrible blue background
on that podcast.
Oh,
that's
Warrior.
Oh
my God!
Everybody should.
It was distracting.
Wherever Wayno, he don't know.
No, I seen it. I just didn't pay attention to the blue background.
Oh yeah. Now everybody using that studio, it seemed like.
I could kind of see both sides of the whole thing. I think I said this our last podcast or whatever. I can see both sides. I can see where Joe is coming from, and I can also see where Rory and Mal is coming from. Yeah. Did I say it right, Mal?
Mal, you're right.
Mal, okay.
What you think, Doc?
I think that I feel my nigga Joe, yo.
What you mean? You gotta
when it comes from the aspect of this man, bro, before they were on, he was doing all these partnerships with Revolt, Cash App. He was doing all this himself. Like he said, are y'all in the business room with me while I'm doing this? Making sure we have the funds to be able to pay everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
now he wasn't getting out of them. Like all that stuff didn't come prior to Rory and Mo.
No, I'm saying when he was doing the individual, because I was paying attention when he
pull up. That's all his.
I was paying attention to pull up. Like I like pull up, and pull up was doing numbers when I was looking at it. You know what I mean? And then their podcast, I mean, it started growing. You know, but that didn't happen until, you know what I'm saying, after Everyday Struggle. And then when he transitioned to doing the podcast with the 3 people, because before that he was by himself, right?
He was by himself. They were there. They just wasn't in that same.
They was exactly, but they weren't.
He had another host because he had. Did you see the host? He used to have a girl host on there called Marissa, and he fired her kind of in the same manner, just out of the blue.
Because motherfuckers getting too, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he got different shows on his one network.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just too much that he's doing for somebody to feel entitled to his shit.
Do you think him firing them on air was right though?
No, I'm gonna come clean. That's like me coming to you, right, while we doing this podcast. I don't do shit. I come here and I go home, right? Like I come here and I go home. This is my fucking way of being able to just, you know what I'm saying, relax. You get what I'm saying? And then at the end of it, what you do, you gotta sit here, you gotta cut it up, you gotta cut this up, you gotta cut that up, and then you gotta make your shit right, and then you post it. Like, you doing hella different shit, bro. Trust me, I know, because when I'm doing Open Heart, bro,
all that shit,
all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So what the fuck, bro? Like, niggas need to stay in their lane. I'm getting paid, I'm chilling. My network is crazy because of Joe Budden right now. You get what I'm saying? Why the fuck niggas get too greedy and their egos come into play and to where it controls them emotionally? Because I think he was making an emotional decision. Probably because his damn woman was probably in his ear like, you're just as important as Joe Budden.
Rory?
Yes.
Rory, I don't know.
Yes.
I think some people was kind of saying,
they gotta be in his ear, bro.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know. That's
chill. I'm just saying though,
but like Rory was like he was the one that created the SoundCloud, because it started on SoundCloud before it was even video. He the one that created the SoundCloud and putting up all the episodes and and Rory was actually going out there meeting with people too. Like he told a story where he met up with Elliot before they was about to do a deal with Tidal, and then Joe came back and said, you know what? Hey, I got to deal with Tidal. And it was already pretty much the same thing that Rory had already had conversated with Elliot about. And I guess they was like, well, you acting like it seemed like we ain't did nothing, nigga. I was over there talking to him already. But
he
Joe,
said that on that...
Okay. Yeah, he said they broke down that. And then the other thing was that they found an error in with the accountants when it came to the money, like $400,000, I guess, was just unaccounted for.
That's a lot of money.
And they was like, I don't know, I think $400,000 is probably exaggerated, but...
Question though, if I sign a contract, I'm just gonna leave this, I'm finna go strictly business, I don't give a fuck about nothing else. If I sign a contract and as long as I'm getting paid my money, it's not my business to check no papers or if you get more money. I chose to sign this motherfucking contract saying, oh, I'm gonna get paid X amount of dollars. It's not my business to go and try and check these books. They signed a contract that says boom, and you said you can verify and sit here and say, are you getting paid?
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting paid.
I feel like,
did the contract say do this?
I feel like somewhere along the line the communication got cut off, and I think that's what's causing a lot of the problems.
Dude, when you sign a contract, you sign a contract.
I think it's a matter of them actually being friends, and you feeling like my friend would never do this. So if it seems like it makes me more prone to be either more naive or less responsible for my business. As if they were doing that with anybody else that wasn't their friends, they would be over their back looking over the numbers and checking everything off. But since this is your friend, like I'm all, we live with each other, nigga. It's been times where I've been up and you was down and da-da-da-da-da. So it make it more probably harder for them to gauge, like, if he's actually, on the side of, like, robbing us or doing us wrong.
But I wouldn't look at Sal or I wouldn't look at you like that. I wouldn't look at you like that. So my thing is, if I sign a contract and my niggas is helping me eat, why the fuck am I don't care what's going on. I got enough. If I feel like I need to go make some more money, I'm going to make it my own, bro.
Right, but if you sit on air with this dude every day and he always talking about how companies and all these other people in the industry screws people over, and you come behind and do the same thing to your homies.
How would they? But okay, so how did they get screwed over? We still ain't tapped into that yet.
That's why I told you about the accounts. They found $400,000 that came up.
But how are they screwed over when they agreed to a certain amount of dollars?
But they agreed to a percentage.
Right.
So if it's
Was it
right.
was it a percentage or was it?
It was a percentage.
That's different.
So
okay.
if it's $400,000 unaccounted for, that means some of their percentages are off. Or
now you're screwing a nigga. Now that's different. I didn't know.
That's what I mean. It was about.
Yeah, I thought it was like an actual amount.
No, they wasn't
That's
salary based.
And
he was trying to convince them to go to salary based, and they was like, "Nah, bro, we know that money ain't gonna be what it is if you're not salary based."
Right.
Because that shit can change every year.
Yeah,
So that's why I said
for the good or the bad.
Yeah.
I get both points. I get what Joe is saying. When I was in these meetings and stuff, y'all wasn't there, or like Maul was saying he was hurt. Like when Joe was like basically, this ain't your business, or whatever he said.
Right. You don't need nothing to know about this.
Right.
If you got a percentage, that's equity in the company, so that's different.
They wasn't employees though.
Okay.
They were literally pretty part owners of the whole
Oh,
thing.
well then that's different. Yeah, you can say.
Of course, he had to hire. You know what I'm saying? A higher number
percentage,
when it came
but they still had to say so.
Yeah, to some degree at least.
Yeah.
And then also learning that they had no access to whatever YouTube was making. None of that stuff, and you knew that's bro, I tell you right now, I don't even look. I sometimes do, but 95% of the time I'm watching the podcast on YouTube. I'm not just listening to it on Spotify or none of that stuff. Right. So I know the money from there when you just go look at his numbers. Crazy. And now I'm on the side of the fence of knowing what kind of money can be made in that. Yeah. Plus you have ads, plus you have sponsors. Man, he getting paid crazy time money.
Dummy money.
He should be good enough to just do whatever for them already off of that alone. That's where I don't know where the mishap is when it comes to that.
He got greedy, probably ego.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know. Joe comes off like he doesn't really care about money, and he cares really more so just about creative freedom and power and creators and things like that he always been preaching. But when it's something like that going on, it make it seem like he is a little greedy at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why.
Bro, even opening the door to firing you fired your friend's own podcast.
Well, Joe's gonna, but you know, in the same right that's wrong. Like Joe is sticking to Joe though. He's been consistently Joe.
Within
Joe, if you know Joe, this is what he does.
Fix himself, bro. Because there's even a bro code. Like I will never call you out if we in public and you do some stupid shit. I'm never gonna call you out in public around everybody else. I'm gonna pull you to the side.
That's a
big fact. But when you got a podcast, when you do that with everybody else, and that's kind of the identity of podcast.
But even in business ethic, like you don't see no other business having a press conference about another business calling them out.
You don't. But when it's podcast and it's that's what I'm saying. Like I was telling my boy earlier, like he kept on just relaying all these principles to like a regular 9 to 5, and I'm like, bro, this is pretty much an industry job where most of it is built off of content.
What reality TV show he was on?
Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, he's starting to treat life like Love and Hip Hop. Trying to put everything out.
Put everything in the script.
Man.
I mean, but that's what it is when you... bro, you gotta think, though, when you're a podcaster, bro, like, you drawn from everything. Yeah, it's dealing with personal things, but I'm the biggest story of the week.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's still...
I wouldn't personally do it like...
Yeah, because I feel like it's
but I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, like, you gotta look at it from that angle.
I feel like it's
content.
still money and discretion, though. Like, if you
What's that?
I feel like it's still money and discretion. You ain't have to put your own homeboys on blast for a podcast, a couple of views.
I think
you could have did it behind closed doors and then just had a moment where
something bubbled up though. Something bubbled because he was trying to not tiptoe around it, but handle it delicately.
At first.
Yeah, and try to, let people know what's going on without also assassinating their character or whoever they was.
Yeah, then he let that Love and Hip Hop moment come in.
No, they weren't being real on that motherfucker.
It was getting chippy behind the doors.
Yeah. No, it was getting chippy during the motherfucking session.
Podcast.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
then that nigga Joe Budden called their bum asses out.
Yeah, I think it was some stuff
already up under that. Something is not right. I said this 5-hour conversation, it seems like the only person PR that told them to say certain things was Rory.
Right.
Because
Maul wanted to keep it clean.
Yeah, and Joe, he said you had the biggest laugh of your life. Raw! Like that's not that's not a
That's because they friendship
situation.
go past whatever him and Warriors is for sure.
Oh yeah.
He expected a certain, and I probably would too, honestly. Like if I don't care, like I kind of hold that stuff in my life to a certain degree. Like it's a lot of value. Like if I'm been around for years, my G. I do look at you somehow a little bit differently than somebody that just came in my life a couple years ago.
I expect you to respond differently than this person who's only been in my life 6 years.
Not saying that we ever can't, like, I ain't saying like these, but it's like we have years of certain things that we've been through that only me and you know about.
No, I totally agree with you. That
separates between all of us as a friend.
It's
still dealings between us that keeps us as a bond. So I did feel Joe on that and how he kind of addressed Maul in that way and said, like, how you gonna side with, Rory when me and you didn't had all this history and it should be a certain loyalty.
And now it seems like that, are they getting ready to come out with their own thing? Because it keeps saying Rory and Maul. Like,
I seen like a little logo type deal. I don't know. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be. Honestly, after they address all with this, I don't know how much I would even entertain it. I probably would because I'm a little bit optimistic just checking
the graphic out. Been rolling around social media.
Right, that's what I seen.
Yeah.
I mean, the bag out there for them right now is high.
Absolutely.
Do y'all think the powers that be is after Joe Budden right now?
They always after Joe Budden, but he always
like Kanye to me,
he jumps over.
Indispensable.
People try to cancel Joe, 50 Cent, and Kanye all the time. It just never.
Some
works.
of them guys are just indispensable because so much of their brand is built off of just unlikable. Mm-hmm. But then it turns into being likable.
Oh, that's deep.
With all of them,
people you love to hate.
Yeah, people you love to hate.
People you love to hate.
Like,
that's the same.
If we really wanted them canceled, we wouldn't be feeding into the story. Every podcast in the world wouldn't be talking about it. Every blog wouldn't be covering it. You know what I'm saying? So it works. That's why I always say this type of stuff works in his favor.
Yeah.
Bad press, good press, it don't matter because they always. When they back. These are the type of dudes when they backs against the walls when they at their best. Word against them, they gonna figure it out. Come out on the other side.
Because Joe didn't look the best on Love and Hip Hop.
Nah, he looked.
Joe didn't look the best in the situation with
and he's been humiliated. Humiliated, bro.
I ain't watched Love and Hip Hop with Joe.
He's been humiliated, bro. I don't know why.
He got knocked in the back of his head at one of the things by what's his name? Consequence.
Humiliated. How you say it, bro? I can't say this.
He said humiliated. Humiliated.
I cannot say the word.
Humiliated.
Humiliated. How you say it?
Humiliated.
You making me think crazy.
I can't say this shit. That's the name of this show, nigga. Humiliated tonight. Nah, man, but them type of dudes are indispensable, bro. And they gonna find a way. No matter how bad it turns out for them, bro.
Yeah, it just sucks that you see what money can do to a long term a relationship that was fucking. That's half his life, more than half his life.
That's what it sound like.
That's crazy.
What else I got popping?
Man, shit.
What?
You at the crib, boy.
Man, life is just.
Life's a journey, ain't it?
It's a motherfucking journey,
yeah.
And that's all I got to say.
What you dropping on Friday? Did you say some music dropping on Friday?
I'm dropping.
Oh, yeah.
My shit
City Girls right dropping at midnight. Twerker something.
Twerkaholic. What is it called?
Twerkaholic or
what is it? Twerkachola or something crazy.
Twerkulator.
Something
like
crazy.
It's a play off of it's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
What's up with this nigga Lil Yachty bringing out
T.I. dropping at midnight too?
He's putting out a product for men. It's a nail polish.
That muffin go crazy.
Okay. My grandma called me and said, "Hey," she said, "Nick, you heard what Lil Yachty doing?" I said, "Grandma, what the fuck?"
Lil Yachty, how he make it to your radio?
She said, ever since I found out you started rapping, I just had to start looking into these rappers. I'm talking about. She said, I just had to start looking into these rappers, and I was just like,
big hand, baby. You know how she go to it, baby.
I was like, Grandma. I was like, what the fuck you talking about? She was like, bruh, this nigga Lil Yachty bringing out a nail polish company. Yeah, that's my G, bro. She be reciting my lyrics back to me. That shit different. You hear me? Yeah. That's real, bro. Oh God.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So.
What she say though, bro?
What you talking about?
What about the Lil Yachty shit?
She was just like, I think that shit crazy.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I think it's crazy.
He the nigga to do it.
You think so? Not Uzi.
Uzi probably would do it. He'd go crazy. What you think about that JT and Uzi cover, bro?
I like.
Niggas was critical of that shit.
Why critical?
I don't know. I just seen niggas going crazy about it. What you think about it? You seen it?
No.
Yeah, he on the cover like with some brief. She like down, holding his stomach with like a little piece on.
That sound kind of like
it was
dope.
cool, but it was kind of weird though. The nigga head was beaming because that diamond on his head. You gotta see this shit.
What is it for? What's the?
Who was it for? Nah, it ain't no GQ. Who was it for?
Who was just on GQ? Was that A$AP Rocky?
Like Chris Brown got a cover recently.
Oh, GQ? I ain't never seen that nigga on GQ.
I don't know what the brand was.
If he was on GQ, now that'll sell some magazines. They need to get hip.
Right, you hear me?
You put him on there with that smolder. Woo!
Lord!
Oh my land.
Oh my land.
Celebrity basketball game. You know what I mean? Drake is he's starting to come outside more. Him and Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. He's hanging out with a lot of
best buddies since Without Remorse came out.
I don't know what the fuck
and
going on.
I didn't know that LeBron and Drake hung out like that.
Whoa.
They look at each other. They look at each other and see
the
themselves.
Same aspect.
Yeah, like that's one relationship from afar. You kind of know how it is.
Yeah,
okay.
I would love to been there. A lot of stuff flowing for
free. Was there.
Yeah, he been fun. It's like making me think like, what is he cooking up? You know what I mean? So when Drake comes out, that means some shit finna start popping.
Cause he been out a lot.
Yeah,
he been out a lot.
But he had a conversation with A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. They had dinner together.
See, Drake did, but that's not even necessary.
Now I would like to see.
Chill out, bro. But he is cool with A$AP, so I don't really know why he had to do it, but yeah, he's still secretly in love for Reed for sure.
All three of them niggas is.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris for sure.
That's crazy. Rihanna just sitting there with her pussy on top of their head, just like dripping. Like,
wow.
What the hell does that mean?
What the heck?
It's like sitting your nuts on some type of somebody's head. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, nigga. And everybody just, you know what I'm saying? Hey. She just like dripping. And they just like cup.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rihanna was on some Erykah Badu. You know what I mean?
Erykah Badu might be the GOAT.
She is the GOAT.
She is the GOAT. Yeah, she is. If anything, that's the inspiration come from. Boy, that bitch.
That woman.
That's pure feminine energy.
That bitch, she crazy.
What you say?
Yeah. Pure feminine energy.
Oh, okay. Her incense sold out.
So y'all, did y'all know an article came out with Willow? So this is what Willow said. Willow said she's
polyamorous.
Exactly.
What's that mean?
She loves who she loves.
She's ready.
Any
talking like that shit.
She outside, bro.
Who she loves. She could be with
she like to love
woman.
She like to love multiple people at one time. You know, polygamous relation.
That's because she grew up in that Smith house.
I thought it was polygamy.
Polygamy is when you have multiple wives or multiple husbands.
I think she wants to do that.
Yeah, but she's not married, so it's considered polyamorous.
Hey, chill out, man. The LGBTQ could come up in here and blow y'all out. Come on now,
bro. Nobody talking about nothing about it.
Hold on now. Don't get crazy. So what?
But everybody
they gotta add for
they
that
tapped
one?
in. Everybody laughed at their ass. Was like, well, you know, apple doesn't fall far from a tree.
That's because she grew up in that Smith house, man. You got all this. I seen it.
Well, they have debunked those rumors. They said they're not swingers. They don't have multiple people. Just had an entanglement for the moment.
That's a cap.
Man, that's the first time I heard that word when that shit popped off.
I ain't never heard entanglement before, bro. Never. That's some
shit right there.
That word just got popular.
That shit died out quick though.
Yeah,
long as I seen it faded quick, they faded.
No, he never faints. Will Smith outside.
No, I'm talking about the whole scenario.
Oh, I'm like, what? Will Smith gonna stay legend. August, he out of here. He ain't coming back either.
We'll be trying to.
No, I've been seeing him. I think
he just him. He corny.
He is corny.
Yeah, that's who he is.
It was a myth that he wasn't corny coming up though. That's what
I don't think he was corny coming up.
That's what I'm saying. So now as age kind of came, it's kind of
coming out.
Yeah,
but he was really the Fresh Prince.
Back then,
he was really the Fresh Prince though. You know what I mean? Like he was actually like that.
That's what I'm saying. But he was in acting right there. Though.
Yeah. I think he was being him.
I don't think that was a camera.
Fresh Prince, he was never smooth. He was always silly ass.
Right, but it wasn't like this. Like he older and doing that stuff, it be looking like
he be doing some weird shit.
But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, but it is what it is.
He been through a lot though too.
What?
What you saying, Jacob?
What has he been through? He's rich.
He been through. I mean, you go from Philly.
What you say, Cole?
I'm just saying, you go from Philly as a Philly hip hop artist. And
you talking about Will Smith?
Yeah.
What you thought we was talking about?
I thought we was talking about August Alsina.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's not even enough coverage on August to be knowing what he on.
What happened?
August been through it. Yeah, no, August.
He go through a lot though.
Shit on his story, but it's not. It's not even enough people covering him to even know what he on.
But no, for Will, like you go from the hip hop scene, all of a sudden you go from movie covers and everything, and you explore the world. Like, I feel like there was a period where Will explored the world and he came back and it's like, hey, I'm about to be corny, I'm about to be all of this, but I'm rich as fuck. So it's like,
no matter.
I'm exploring way past my block at this point.
Right.
So,
the camera's cool up there?
We good right now.
I'm just sorry. I was looking at August Alsina to see what he was on.
What he be on?
Man, that nigga.
He still got an IG. That's type of
He
nigga.
take care of his nieces full time.
I mean, he got a nice following though, bro. 6.4 million.
Of course he do. Nigga, Bow Wow probably still got a nice following.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make money off of a nice following though, bro.
You should.
If I got 1 million followers, I'm making over 100K
She
a
tell
year.
my August I seen her fine. That's all she care about. Crazy. What about
I think
you,
he
man?
kind of weird too though.
Who?
August Alsina.
In what way?
Kind of weird. That nigga had a straight hair with blonde and burgundy.
You know, man, I think, you know,
he is.
I be trying to, you know, and I'm not here. God forgive me. I'm not here to judge. Sometimes it's hard for me to decipher what's the difference between trying too hard or just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like the different thing, because people be trying to be different and just be trying, but is this actually you?
Are you saying because when he first came out, he was a little
He
bit
was
more
R&B. He was him. I think that was him. I think that's who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like
He might not have switched. He just was in that.
he got into Hollywood world and that shit just be different.
I feel like everybody
Yeah, I mean, when you
always
get in the
feel
industry, I mean, they can control your image for the most part.
Or not control his image. It's just he felt so free because he's so, or not necessarily felt so free, influenced. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. Sometimes you lose yourself going into that shit to where you start to do some weird shit.
Well, that shit when he first came out seemed very authentic. He was the first nigga that was
Now
R&B
niggas don't
that
fuck
seemed
with
like
him.
New Orleans, right?
Right,
Yeah,
and he was like he sounded like it. The nigga was just him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when he popped the most until he
But
started
maybe
doing all
this
this other
new person
shit.
is a part of him that he wasn't able to embrace because he was in the hood or
'Cause
blah
you
blah
can't
blah. You
necessarily
know,
say it's him.
That's why I said literally. Did y'all hear what I said in the beginning? I said it's hard to decipher what's if the niggas is trying too hard or if they just being themselves as in being different. You know what I mean? Like I just don't know, bro. And I be like, bruh, like when did this happen? Like
I don't
why?
be caring for real at the end of the day. Just make some hot music.
Like ASAP Rocky, I can't never say.
And that nigga stopped making hot music. I don't care for real. I don't really care if they this or that. If you making hot music, I don't care what you are.
But I think all of that counts, bro.
What you mean?
The image counts for music. People can get turned off through the music because of image.
Not me.
I'm just telling you, cuz.
I don't care about none
That's
of that.
you, though.
There's no way you love everybody image. My nigga, I don't care nothing about Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator. They make heat.
When
You
that
see what I'm
nigga,
saying? Like, and them niggas is weird.
but no. Tyler the Creator, you never. No, not Tyler
Tyler
the
the
Creator.
Creator wouldn't be my friend in real
Tyler the
life.
Creator
Half
came
of the niggas
in.
that would.
Tyler the Creator came in exactly who he is. He ain't never changed. He ain't
I'm
never
just
flipped.
saying,
But I'm saying,
ain't
hear
saying
me
that.
out. It's a
They
point that you're
authentic
making that is not working because this nigga shifted. And when he shifted, nobody could, because who his audience was not who
August
he
Alsina, you
is.
talking
Nobody could connect with him no more because he shifted. His August audience was not, they can't connect to who he is now. Tyler the Creator
He
has
don't
stayed.
make, but his music,
My
leveled
nigga.
down. He don't make great music.
I
no
don't
more.
think I think his music stayed the same. I think his
What's his
music
last
he do
project?
his like the entanglement, all that. But bro, I'm not listening to. I never listen to him though. I only listen to
I
I
did
was
though.
never.
his
checked out
last
his
big record
album.
was Entanglement. I think it was featuring Rick Ross.
Yeah,
right?
Entanglement.
That was like his last.
That was
big
But the shit that he sing the same, he doing all the same. It stayed the
It was like
same.
with him in the water or something like
Yeah,
that.
he did videos.
Yeah.
He did a whole rollout.
Yeah.
That
I
shit
know.
It just didn't hit.
He got some more
Exact-
stuff that's finna roll out.
But
hold on,
this
there's a
ain't
point
about
that I'm
his
finna
image,
make.
though, is why I feel like I don't care
No.
nothing about that.
I think it is, bro. And this is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna stick to this. So Tyler Creator, what you said, right? Has stayed the same. Frank Ocean has never fucking changed. And to me, he's gotten better. Goddamn me, you know what I'm saying? How is he weird? To me, he dresses normal than all them niggas. The only difference is he's bisexual.
No. I'm saying like.
So I don't know, cause he changed his hair color. He dresses regular as fuck.
Nah, if you see the dude, he's weird to me though.
What? Because in Nike he had sparkles everywhere. That's one video. Other than that nigga's the same.
But I'm saying though, I don't.
I'm
care
a
if
huge
niggas-
fan of Frank though.
but I'm
Like
saying,
I
don't
really
care.
am.
You making a point about somebody consistently being one way.
No, that's that was the start.
Right, but I was just saying like, but you start saying because his image had changed. people
Sometimes it
couldn't
turns
connect.
people off, bro. Sometimes people like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, let me go this way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, like some people be like, I can't connect with who you are anymore.
Right.
To where I'm
Some
just
people-
my ear is just can't fuck with it.
Some people are like that, but I'm just saying for me, like I don't really. The image doesn't really do too much. If they make fire music, I can rock with them.
Bro, if that nigga Drake came out of nowhere with pink hair.
But you gotta think,
just
Drake
on
don't
some
got the
real
most
shit.
fire. When he came out, the nigga looked at super weak.
Right, but he still to me he look weak. Only thing that came is the beard. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Drake, he know how to move now.
No, we talking about image.
Image, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He know how to move now.
No, he's always had the niggas around him.
No,
he's always done that.
When he stepped out of that on that jacket when he was on the What's Next video, the nigga looks like how he supposed to look in that
No,
video.
nigga, the time he start changes when Energy came out is when motherfucker, if you reading this too late, that's when he start changing, the beard start coming,
But
he
all
start
that-
doing
all
all
that
that, the energy start, it saved his life, and it made him hotter.
No, bro, he was already out of this
He
world.
was out of this world, but I'm saying, my mama was sitting there like, Drake look better as he getting older.
No,
Drake
I'm
was
saying.
the weakest looking nigga ever.
But now he don't look weak.
Now you just said
Niggas
he was
know
great
he
music,
still is
but
weak,
to
but
women,
he
he's
don't
more
look
appealing
weak.
now.
That's what
But
I'm
look,
saying.
all I'm saying is his image has progressed, but the music has always been consistently fire. That's my whole point.
True, but he's
His image-
progressed with it.
What do you mean?
I'm saying his
image
music,
doesn't reflect his
music, bro. If I'm trying to tell you, if the nigga went left side and his music was doing the same thing, it's gonna affect his popularity.
If
I'm
we're
sorry. That's
talking
why marketers, bro. They all know this, bro. That's why they have you have a certain image.
Bro, I'm just saying his image coming out didn't matter. His music was fire.
But
bro.
it do
That's
matter
what
because
got
he
him
can't
to where
go.
he got.
I agree, but if he went left with the image, it will play a. My whole point is it will play an effect.
His image
It will
still
do
is very
something to, bro. It will do something to your shit, bro.
Yeah.
I just
It
gave
will
you-
do something.
I just gave you examples that I don't care nothing about them, and I still love their music.
But I'm telling you,
That don't
if
do- that
Drake
don't do nothing for
went
me.
left to certain things, you gonna be like this. Oh shit!
No.
What is
so
you doing,
we talking
bro?
about image. If you start talking about what he's
But
about,
it
in
all
his
plays.
life,
It all
that's
plays a
different now.
part, bro.
Nah,
It
not
all-
for me. Like I separate.
When
this stuff.
Frank Ocean came out and said he bisexual and started making music and shit like that,
People question
more
it.
people,
Hold on.
bro, hell
Hold on.
no.
No, people-
I promise you I was with that
Wait a
nigga.
minute, hold
I
on,
was
wait a
with the
minute.
ride.
People question
That
it,
nigga,
and
everybody
he
was
kept
like,
making fire, and
everybody
niggas
was
came
like,
back around the
hold on.
block.
Certain
Niggas
people,
came
but
back around the
nobody,
block.
no,
Just
nigga.
first,
Niggas
no,
came
wait,
back around
just
the
wait a
block.
minute. Can I say this?
I'm gonna
Niggas
tell you
questioned
why.
him, and
I'm gonna
niggas
tell you
came back
why.
around the block.
All the gangster niggas did, but he never had that audience. The
are we
audience
talking
that
about?
questioned him never
People-
mattered.
a lot of
Artists.
Wait a minute, just listen
Bro.
to me for a second. People were hesitant at first, especially men. A lot of men that I know, when they found out that he was bisexual or gay or whatever, they hesitated to listen to the music for a while.
kept
But
making
eventually he kept putting out
Everybody
fire,
came back
and
around
everybody
the block.
came back around. I'm talking about
Because he
getting
gained a new fan base and
No,
they took it to the light.
Okay.
What? Nigga,
You
what?
ain't thinking right.
If you come back sitting here saying,
He ain't gained no new.
if you come back sitting here saying, bro,
We
yo,
always done when he first came out. We just know
Men
what he
loved
was.
Frank
So
Ocean.
when he came
straight
out,
men.
and
niggas
still love him.
No, I
Niggas
know, but
questioned.
eventually they hesitated because they didn't know what he was talking about. Then eventually they came back around
If he
because
made-
his music was so amazing.
Right. So if he made some trash after he came out and did that, niggas
would've
would have
lost.
left him.
Like
Because
they
he
did
kept
Tevin
making
Campbell.
fire,
And that's
despite
exactly
him being
what
whatever
happened to
he
Tevin
is.
Campbell.
Right.
Niggas was like, this music undeniable.
Right.
It don't matter, bro. I hate to bring this guy
love
up.
Tevin.
Who?
R. Kelly's situation with it should make everybody not listen to him,
It
right?
died down.
But bro, it's still so many loyal fans. to
Right,
this
but
nigga,
it
my G.
still played an effect.
No,
It
his
was my whole
streams went
point.
through the roof after he did the
Yo,
Gayle King
my
interview.
thing-
Now,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, if it's somebody that should be not even getting a listen, he would be the one to still maintain, to still come out and do shows and sell out.
It's R. Kelly though.
He still, because he still can make some fire to
Yeah.
some degree.
I see what
He
you're
ain't making that old fire,
Right.
but he's still making it to some degree.
I don't think he making it. I think the old fire is just undeniable because he
Well,
can't
that's
come out
old
with
fire.
shit no
That's not
more.
new fire.
He can't come out with shit no more and come out at the
with
same
nothing
pace.
now.
That's my point. That shit was 30 years ago. Of course, niggas still
Oh,
going back to
I really
it
have
because
regrets.
at that time,
He
motherfuckers
had
was
love letters.
vibing.
That was only a couple years ago, bro.
Yo,
Shut
that was
up.
like 10 years ago, bro. Before all that shit
Yeah.
came back on this platform, bro. Yes.
He hot. Hey, but
At
my
this
point is
point-
about, bro, I believe the music is what keep people around. Your image can make some people fall off, but the music is what's gonna keep you there.
Niggas turned up when J. Cole became more relatable in his image.
Nigga, his image is super unrelatable now.
No, it was actually extra more relatable. He comes
His
to you.
image always make what he's growing into now. When I look at him, I be like, "But this dude look terrible." But the nigga make fire, so I'm rocking with him. That's what it happens with him, bro. A lot of niggas like that. I don't be look, bro. Some of these niggas look super. Uzi looks super weird. That nigga would be a nigga I'd be looking at like, bro, what is you want? You
but
going
Uzi came in like that.
Hold on, Wayne at sometimes was like, bro, you getting a little questionable now, bro. He keeps making fire. I don't even remember that stuff no more. It don't matter, bro. That image can do whatever. That shit gonna come and go, bro. But the music, that's what's gonna keep you around, bro. Cause that's what's gonna sell. You ain't making no music, you can't sell no shows, you can't sell no shrink, none of that, bro. That's what matters, dog. You got to.
To you.
No, bro, this is proven. But you see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
If what you were saying was true, hold on. If what you were saying was true, then a lot of these guys would have fallen to the wayside.
But a lot of these, no, that's not true. A lot of these guys ain't where these top. There's a small percentage of people that you're talking about that can change and keep it.
But some of these guys have the most extreme images, bro. I just gave somebody like a Uzi.
Uzi came in with the extreme image, though.
Bro, but he came in with fire. That's what got him through the door.
Right, and he
His
still
ain't get him
and
through
to
the
me,
door.
he hasn't been able to maintain that much fire.
His last album sold 300,000.
It did it, but who still listen to it like that to this day? To this day.
What are you talking about, bro?
I'm saying
he just went #1 with Future. He keep making fire.
No. But
you gotta keep doing it, and he keeps doing it. He just made a fire record with Don Toliver. Like, come, bro. If you think people not checking for Uzi, you ain't living right. Something you ain't looking at the right places or something, bro. Because Uzi is in demand, and he has one of the most questionable images, bro. A young thug. This nigga make fire though.
He do, but he came in like that.
Bro, I just gave you people that didn't. Wayne didn't come in looking how he got into, bro. Nigga didn't.
That's Wayne.
Yeah, he kept making fire.
Soon as this thing, I'm about to. So we talking. You talking like. So there's hundreds of people.
I'm still thinking about, like, because this where it's all coming from. I'm still thinking about August. I don't think it's so much image. I don't think that's the right word. Because that's where it came from.
Yeah.
But it's more so like his identity. He came in as this, and then he turned like into this
He
spiritual
started changing
being.
more.
Yeah. And it was like a
Spiritual's
gap.
fine.
No, but it was a gap to where we didn't see him transition. It started here, then it's space, then you like, I'm coming back out, so we like, all right, we finna get August, and he come with what he come with. And it's like, what's going on?
You gotta walk people through that process.
Yeah.
Because he came, like I said, he came out kind of thuggish,
Right.
kind of New Orleans sounding, and then all of a sudden he was more so in Jaden's world.
It's like he had a midlife crisis.
And we didn't see the transition.
He had like
a
midlife crisis and just came back totally on.
And he did face a lot. He had a lot of death in his family. He had to take on his nieces. He
himself.
almost died. He almost went blind. He had a lot of stuff happen to him all at once.
Them cameras still going. But
But this long.
no, hell no. But yeah, man. I think image does matter. It does matter. But I think what keeps you around is the music, bro. I say that through a lot of stuff. A lot of people think people will die off when they get like take an L in a big beef. I always say with Meek. I said Meek is gonna be okay because he always makes fire. He's gonna. Yes, it was against Drake. Drake did kind of throw him the alley-oop to get him back. I don't think he would have got back as fast if Drake never collaborated with him. But the fact that he kept, like, after that, he did that Dream Chasers 4 when he came out with Liddy and all that other stuff with Tory, and that record was going crazy. Drake wasn't rocking with him at that point, but he had some momentum coming up.
To where it can still keep going because the music was undeniable.
And then he came with the album that did have the record with Drake. You know what I'm saying? So I think, music is what's going to persevere you through whatever the crisis is. It make us forget. Because that's what we know them as. That we don't know them really as people. We know them as music. So if they can dwindle us with their music again, we'd be all in their spell. It don't matter, bro. Half of the stuff they talk about in there really ain't cool. But if it's so good, constructed so well, sonically pleasing, like if we took most lyrics or just most records and stripped the music from it, would we really support it? Probably not. But if you make that shit sound good, and we living through it in the clubs, in the car, and it goes with our lives, we get demoralized and we just love the music, bro. The substance.
The biggest example of that, I think, is Chris Brown. He's had so much negative stuff. What's wrong?
What you mean? Let me hear it.
I'm not even saying nothing, bro.
No, you saying the music is
they laughing. I want to hear what you
I was
saying.
laughing.
Go ahead.
But
go ahead.
anyway, I think Chris Brown was able to persevere through a lot of things that happened to him in his career, and it was because of the music. That's why I don't get the laughter. But yeah, I think Chris Brown is. I mean,
that's true.
He's the biggest example of
His
that.
talent helped him for sure.
Yeah,
that's big true. Chris Brown is just. I mean, he's always been
a unicorn.
He's always been. Plus, when you see him out there, he's just been always undeniable, bro. on all faces, bro. It ain't nothing you can do. Tory's another one of those guys. The Megan situation happened. He give you a Daystar Peterson. Arguably his best album of his whole career.
Oh God.
He keeps doing it. You gotta move a little smart with it, but the music is always there. Some people can't create under them circumstances. Some people love them circumstances because that's when their best music come out.
You know what? Good points.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with them. But I love that nigga Daystar. Yeah, now I do.
Tory's something else, bro. I've always told niggas that, man. That nigga is something else, bro. When it come to doing music, bro, that's something you always can count on from that nigga, bro. He not gonna sell you short, bro.
Oh God,
and Drizzy never gonna sell you short either, though. I'll tell you that right now. I keep on wondering how he does it. He has to stop. It has to fall off at one point. That nigga gotta stop.
You think he gotta stop?
Bro, it's no way. Well, it's a way. Well, Jay-Z
he gonna Mike Jack it.
Jay-Z is the person that make me say you can do it almost until you die. Because Jay-Z still performs.
He's 52.
He still performs at the highest peak of wherever he may have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't giving us the, like, 444 was, I would say, regionally a classic in certain spaces, depending on where you were. Everybody didn't rock with it. If you wasn't like from certain spaces or a certain age group.
But I bet you the people that don't rock with it 5 years from now, when they're minds,
it'll age well. Yeah,
it's gonna age perfect.
But like,
it's gonna forever be a classic.
He just like and then just these performances he gives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did on Sorry Not Sorry. I always say the What's Free record, what he had with Meek and Ross was still probably one of my favorite verses out of the last 5 to 10 years. It was just like he one of them dudes. When I listen to him, I say, I know I probably, out of all the confidence I got, very confident person, that's something I probably couldn't be able to do. Rap like that. When people say I can't do nothing, like when I got to tell myself they can do something I can't do, I give ultimate praise to them.
To who?
To whoever can do something I feel like I can't even do. Cause
who do you feel like that?
That something like what Jay-Z was doing on What's Free.
Oh.
If you go listen to that, bro, nah. It's unorthodox how he's rapping, bro, and how his wordplay. It just seems like, bro, you gotta be in the think if he ain't right that.
You're right.
Nah, you gotta be. That's just
guy out there.
That's just guy giving. I don't think he wouldn't take that. He definitely ain't one taking that. Now, if he did that, I'm just out of here. But nah, just to be able to construct something like that is ridiculous. What Drake does is ridiculous.
Right.
That consistency is ridiculous. Like, bro, because you get burnt out as an artist.
I agree.
And to think that I'm going to give everybody my best, no matter if it's a nigga I can benefit or not. Because most of the people Drake is working with, they don't add nothing to him. It's a blessing for that artist. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving them an alley-oop, but I'm going to still give you something that's a treasure to me. Nah, bro. Just to know how music,
that's some endurance, though.
It is, bro. Just to know how frustrating music can get, bro. It's a lot of love and fun in it, bro.
I got frustrated tonight.
I'm telling you,
I was practicing. I was just like,
to constantly be able to hit that switch and turn it on when it's time.
Yeah.
It's a talent, bro. It's a gift. So yeah, that's just undeniable.
That was actually real as a motherfucker, bro. Cause that perseverance, bro.
Niggas just think niggas hop in the booth and just lay stuff down.
No, that shit take forever.
Nigga, you crazy. What was that?